Hey guys, Chris here with Cable Bullet, and today we're going to be showing you how easy it is to retension your cables after the initial installation. Having to retension your cables is perfectly normal. There are any number of reasons why you would want to retension your cables. We recommend checking once a year at least to make sure that proper tension is still on the lines. Depending on your particular project, you may need to retension your cables because the structure settled or there's been some expansion and contraction due to temperatures. Regardless, the process is straightforward and simple, and we're going to walk you through that here in just a second. So as a recap, every Cable Bullet tensioner, regardless of whether or not it's in a wood post, metal post, or a masonry column, is going to share the same tensioning mechanism. So these steps are universal to every Cable Bullet system. If you're the homeowner and this is the first time that you've dealt up close with the cable railing, again, it's a very simple process. Every cable is held in place by one set screw, and that set screw is what holds the cable, keeps it from pulling out, and it's also what tensions the cable as you advance it further into the post, and it pulls the cable tight. Tensioning the cable requires a 3/32 Allen wrench. It's a very common tool, so if you're the contractor, go ahead and leave that with the homeowner. If you're the homeowner and you don't have one, you can either call Cable Bullet or you can go to any hardware store and pick a 3/32 Allen key up. So for the sake of this exercise today, I'm going to be using a socket screwdriver, and this one has a flexible head, which makes things a little bit easier. The reason we're using a handheld and not a drill is because using a drill increases the likelihood of cross-threading or stripping out the set screw, which is something you obviously don't want to do. To tension the cables, we're just going to slide this 3/32 bit in here and advance the set screw just a few rotations. Doesn't take much to get that line to tighten up. Again, just one or two rotations more. Now we have a nice snug line. Throughout this process, we're going to be starting in the middle and working our way out. You can see this one is loose as well. So we're going to go ahead, just advance that set screw a few times and get a nice tight line. I'm going to repeat that process as many times as necessary. We've switched sides about halfway through the process here to tension on the opposing end of the cable. Because both ends are universal, both ends are tensioning. If you need to, you can switch and tension from the other side. Let's say that you've bottomed out the set screw on one end, you still have the other end that you can tension with. One additional thing to note here is that it is steel wire. So regardless of the braid, it's going to tighten up very quickly with just a few rotations. If you do bottom out on both ends, in all likelihood the line was cut sloppy or you had substantial movement in your structure. In that case, if you are bottoming out on both ends, you can remove the cable, cut the crimp sleeve off, and re-crimp the end a bit shorter. As you can see, tensioning your cables is a very straightforward process, but if you do have any questions, please feel free to leave those in the comments or give us a call anytime.